Welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and today we have a recipe for you that is quick, it is easy, it's nutritious, and it's inexpensive. Kind of like the perfect recipe. It's a 10-minute bean soup, and it's so easy to get started. So we have an induction burner here, so we're gonna turn this on medium heat, and so we wanna get that started. We have some oil in our pan, and we're gonna just place 1/4 cup of diced onion in our pan and about a teaspoon of garlic. And that's really gonna get our aromatics and our flavors started for our soup. And so we're gonna put that in there, and we're gonna let the onion get tender. We're gonna saute this, let those flavors marry together in this particular soup. You can already hear the sizzle getting started. Now, what makes this soup so great is its ingredients that you likely have on hand or are very easy to get. And in this recipe, it has about 24 grams of protein, just as it is. And it only costs $6.52 to make this entire meal. You can always add some canned chicken, rotisserie chicken, to add a little bit more protein to this dish. It will increase the cost of the dish, but it'll add just a little extra protein if that's what you're looking for. This smells amazing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add 2 cans, 15.5 ounce cans of drained and rinsed Great Northern beans. Now, you can use dried beans if you have them. It'll reduce the sodium content for this particular recipe, but it does add an extra step or two of a preparation for your beans. But we're just gonna use these canned beans here. We also have a can of diced tomatoes with basil, oregano already included in our diced tomatoes. But if you don't have that, you can just use some diced tomatoes and then add that seasoning. That's just gonna add a whole nother layer of flavor to this soup. So we're gonna add those in here, and I use fire roasted tomatoes because I just think that adds just such an extra depth of flavor. And then we have 15 ounces or a can of chicken broth that we're just gonna add to the soup to kind of give it that soup texture. We're gonna let this kind of simmer together for a little bit, about 5 minutes, before we add a very nutritious part of this meal. So our soup has cooked about 5 minutes, and now it's time to add the kale. And you can purchase the kale on the stalk, make sure it's well washed, and then you want to rip that into fine pieces. You want to make sure, because sometimes they do have the thicker stalk, and if you don't like that in your soup, you can certainly get all the green off, and then you can discard the stalk. For convenience sake, if you don't want to buy the stalk and chop that up, you can already buy pre-purchased where it's already ripped and just add that to your soup. It does cost a little bit more, but you have to weigh cost versus convenience. So we have about 4 cups of kale, and you're thinking that's a lot of kale to go into this soup. However, it's gonna cook down beautifully, and it's gonna marry into this soup, and it's gonna be so pretty. So you wanna add your 4 cups of kale to your pot, and you wanna cook until the kale is tender, and that usually takes about 2 minutes to do. So we're gonna add this and cook this kale down for our soup, and we're almost finished. Remember, 10 minutes bean soup. Okay, so our kale is nice and tender, our soup is vibrant, it's very pretty, but here is where we elevate the flavor. So what we have is we have 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. So we're just gonna sprinkle this on, this Parmesan cheese, and you can always add a little bit more for topping, and then we wanna put in our tablespoon of lemon juice, and that lemon juice is gonna make it fresh. The Parmesan is gonna add a really great depth of flavor. So we have our toppings, and what we need to do now is just plate it up. So I'm just taking a cup instead of a ladle, but if you have a ladle, you can certainly use that. And you wanna put that into your bowl, let it cool for just a second, and enjoy. Now, if you are interested in recipes that are easy, use local products, as well as are good for you and your family and inexpensive, you certainly want to check out our website. It's called planeatmove.com. You can get on there and you can search for different ingredients that you want to be the highlight of the show, or maybe you just have some extra of a particular ingredient. It'll give you great recipe ideas that you can know that are backed by the University of Kentucky and that are great for you to feed your family. So if you have any questions, make sure to contact your local extension office, and we'd be happy to help. We appreciate you watching the Farm and Home Show, and we hope you have a great day.